Well. Comments here. So, good afternoon, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Monday Night Rant. It is the home stretch to Christmas time and the new year. Hi to everyone that's coming on Insta. I'm also going to live today on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. So I'm using two devices. Good to see you all. So, wow. Insta audience growing very fast there. And we've got our Facebook. Hello, Mel. Hi to everyone that's coming on. So today we've got a great rant, very short, probably 10, 15 minutes. And what we're going to talk about is the Real Estate Dumb Awards for 2022, having a little bit of humor towards this end of this year, a challenging year, I must say, for the real estate industry in Australia and New Zealand. And today we're going to have a bit of fun because I'm going to go through the 4 dumbest things I've seen happen as a trend this year in real estate. So team, let's fire up. Good to see you, Faha. Good to see you. And my condolences for we know what. And I won't say it just in case it's not public. But I'm glad that you're here, Faha. So good evening, Mel. Good evening, Ben Slawitska. Good to see you all. So team, let's talk a little bit about some of the dumb things that happened in real estate in 2022. The first dumb award has to go to the market wraps of 2022. And you know that I think market wraps are important. It shows your audience that you're in the game. Hello, Raphael on YouTube. Good to see you all. I believe that market wraps are a great opportunity for you to actually tell people what is happening at the coalface. However, some real estate people decide that they're going to convert their market wrap into an advertisement on how good the market is. So what was happening is real estate agents were getting on their market wraps and saying, hi, how you going? It is Tom Panos here. And let me tell you what a great real estate market it's been for us this week. We had incredible numbers of inspections. We had good interest here. We had good interest there. We sold a property for this. We had 10 groups coming through here. Bang, bang, bang. All very positive. Good to see you, Mr. Koba from New Zealand. Hope you're well as well. And what was happening is the same real estate agents were ringing up their vendors after the market wrap to say, guess what? The market's really bad. You've got to take your price down. There's no buyers coming to open for inspections. Prices are dropping by the day. It is really bad out there. Think about it, team. If you're going to say one thing, chances are people are going to be watching. Your own vendors are probably watching you on your Facebook or wherever you do your live stream market wraps. So tell the damn truth, my friends. Like, just say the truth. And listen, I got 4 out of 14 on Saturday. I said I got 4 out of 14. I had one real estate agent say, Tom, you have a lot of people that follow you. Hey, be very intelligent. Don't talk the market down like that. It's actually been a bit positive this week. You've just slammed it again. No, I tell the truth. If it's good or bad, I don't describe things better than what they are. I don't describe them worse than what they are. I tell them as it is. And quite frankly, it has served me well in my 35 years in real estate. So tell the truth. And then what actually happens is think about it. If you're telling the truth in your market wrap, your vendors are getting their vendor meetings out of your market wrap. You're servicing your vendors because they're watching it. So tell the damn truth. So dumbest thing of 2022 was real estate agents that would say one thing on their market wrap and then would go out with a sledgehammer and try and smash their vendors. Let's move on. Number 2, second dumb thing. And Lisa is saying it's been nuts lately. Buyers everywhere, 6 sales in 7 days. Beautiful. Vendors heuristic are selling. And I do think, look, I do have a view. I told people 2 months ago, I believe the market has bottomed or is bottoming as we speak. And quite frankly, all the data is suggesting that it has stopped falling down. Okay, so I'm not going to, Lisa, I'm not naming names of who people, but people know when you're giving a market wrap, right? Just tell the damn truth. How many people came through? Don't talk more than what. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to number 2. The second dumb award for 2022 was going to the real estate agents who would go in, list the property, because as Warren Buffett says, when the tide goes out, that's when you'll work out who's been swimming with their swimmers on and who's been swimming naked. So you had a few ordinary agents that didn't know how to list the property on process, but just used to overprice to get stock. Worked in 2020, worked in 2021. Then all of a sudden in 2022, it started coming back to bite people. So what happens is a real estate agent goes in. Hi, how you going? Yes. Oh, what a beautiful home. Nice ceilings. Oh, look at those parquetry floors. Oh, who's interior decorator on this? Oh, yeah. This has got to be worth around $3 million. Yes, we'll get you $3 million. I'm pretty certain. Good spot. Yeah, $3 million. Then 2 weeks later, the same agent's coming in. Look, we're getting a bit of feedback. People think that, like the kitchen and the bathroom need a lot of work. Hey, what do you reckon happened? Did the kitchen and bathroom deteriorate so much in the last 2 weeks? Like, seriously, the kitchen and bathroom are in the same state as when you inspected the property, right? So get serious, man. I'm not going to swear because I get a lot of violations. Anyway, team, what's the point? The point is, Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, I've got to let you know. Look, if there's 2 million out there, we're going to try and get it. My job, you're hiring me to try and get someone out there that has the same opinion on value as you. That's why you're hiring me, and there's no better person in this marketplace to do that for you. I want to let you know that it would be negligent of me not to show you the 3 most comparable sales in the last 7 days that I think people are going to use as reference points. Here they are. So yes, they're indicating around 1.8. But I've got to tell you, if there's 2 million out there, I'll be getting it. Team, that is a much different approach. Tony's saying violate anyway. That is a much different approach than going in and overpricing it and then turning around and actually saying that the kitchen needs too much work all of a sudden, or the bedrooms are too small. What did they do? Did they become smaller during the 2 weeks of the campaign? Okay. As Alex says, agents are constantly dropping prices because of over-evaluating in the first place, and that's because they had nothing else to offer but a high price. So dumb award number 2 has just been announced. Number 3, this is the third dumbest thing that I saw happening in this changing market this year, is real estate agents that would go in and say, but Tommy, I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth that price. They were denying prices were dropping. They were trying to be a fireman, trying to save prices. Tommy, it's got to be worth it. It's got to be worth it. Well, listen here. If it's worth it and you market it, the price will be there. If it's not worth it and you market it, you'll listen to what the market is saying. The market's the market. It's got a brain of its own. Hey, I got to tell you, team, get real. These real estate agents that were trying to become protectors of price, what do you think you are? You're stronger than the economy because you have a view, I think it's worth it. Mate, your job is not a valuer. Your job is a marketer, to put a property through the process and at the end of the process to evaluate what buying public say. And I've got to say to you, team, real estate agents that have not been experienced in working in marketplaces where rates were going up, real estate agents that have never worked in marketplaces that have had price alignments have struggled this year because they kept on thinking to themselves, I'm going to protect this price and I'm not going to let it go. And the same agents have cost vendors money, because what happened is that they could have sold the properties in February and March, but they didn't. They were protecting price. In the meantime, prices came down, and these same people selling their homes in September, October ended up selling it for a lower figure. Negligence. Stop trying to save people. Let's move on. Number four. The fourth sin was this: the real estate agents who decided to create their own depression and their own anxiety by listing vendors up who had the double whammy, overpriced and unmotivated. Do you understand that that is a recipe and formula for depression? Do you understand what I'm saying? Many real estate agents in Australia and New Zealand started to suffer depression and anxiety for none other reason than having a vendor from hell. And guess what? You gave the approval to sign up that vendor for hell. So listen, if they're overpriced but they're motivated, that's a different scenario, because they'll adjust. If they're overpriced but they bought elsewhere, there's a divorce, there's a health issue, there's financial problems, they will adjust. But it's the vendors that are overpriced and unmotivated that actually end up giving you a lot of stress, because they're blaming you for not selling the property. And I have to tell you, part of my one-on-one coaching this year was to address a lot of real estate agents to simply terminate the relationship with an owner that is going to not lead to a sale. Let's face it, team, you get paid for selling, not listing. And if you're going to have a listing that's going to sit there for many, many years, as Lisa says, you fire the vendor. You terminate the relationship. You tell them, first time around, I might not have to be your agent. I'd love to keep the relationship with you, but maybe in this instance, we look around and find another real estate agent. It's the first time in years I've actually thought that a lot of the times you're probably better off to be the second agent on certain properties. Anyway, team, that finishes today's rant. Paul, I will see you tomorrow. We've got a good 90-minute one-on-one session where we're going to design a plan that's going to, we're aiming for 2+ million, Paul, 2+ million GCI. Anyone that hasn't joined the Real Estate Gym, letting you know, we have now selected the date of closing. We're closing on the 16th of December. So the doors are closing next week. If you're not a member, go to realestategym.com.au, realestategym.com.au, become a member and join both our prospecting blitzes and scripts club for 2023. Doors close, and Susan has put it up there. Thank you, Susan. realestategym.com.au. Doors are closing on the 16th of December. Team, signing off.